Hi everyone. Okay, a couple of videos ago I did talk about two 60s movies that gave early starring roles for the actress Susan George. Well, today I want to talk about another movie in which she does feature, and it was made before those two films, but she's a minor character in this one, and really centre stage here is the great Boris Karloff, and the film is from 1967 and it is The Sorcerers. And this was directed by Michael Reeves, a director who tragically died at the young age of 24. And his best known film was the one that came after The Sorcerers, and that was Witchfinder General in 1968, starring Vincent Price. But The Sorcerers is a lot of fun. Now, I must admit, when I started watching this, I was thinking, uh-oh, this is a bit creaky. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy this. But by the end of the movie, I was really kind of loving it. I wouldn't say it's a great movie at all, but it kind of is. So, late career role here for Boris Karloff, and in fact really the most significant film that he made after this one was Peter Bogdanovich's Targets, so this is a year before that. But in this film he is playing a hypnotist character, and he's developed this machine which can enable someone who participates in wearing it that they become mesmerized, but the operator of the machine, i.e. the hypnotist, can then control their thoughts and actually feel what they are going through. And his intention with this machine is that it could be a great opportunity for people who are older and who are more immobile, that they may be able to experience some kind of more youthful experiences. Now, he lives with his wife, and they do need a guinea pig that they can experiment on. And so into this scene comes Ian Ogilvy, and so many people might remember Ian Ogilvy as playing Simon Templar, the Saint, in The Return of the Saint in the late 70s. And in fact, I still have my Jaguar XJS here with the Saint symbol on it. Great series that was. And Ian Ogilvy did actually star in Witchfinder General as well. But yeah, in The Sorcerers, he's playing this sort of young dandy, if you like. He goes to clubs and he's seeing lots of women, but he's bored with the whole club experience, and he's bored with just hanging out in clubs. He's bored with the women. He wants something new. And so Boris Karloff and his wife are able to lure him into their house and have him act as a guinea pig on their machine. And yeah, this is where it then gets fun, because yes, initially they are able to experience some great things, like he goes for a swim and they feel the water and they feel what it's like to dive in. They feel what it's like even when he kisses someone and everything as well. So they're having those kinds of experiences. But then things take a sinister turn, and Boris Karloff's wife, who is played by Lacey, she becomes more sinister and more controlling and more desirous of really quite bad behaviours, and in fact she starts having murderous intent. She wants to know all these kind of experiences as well. So before long we have Ian Ogilvy not quite sure what he's doing, where he's going, and he's murdering people, and Boris Karloff hasn't got the mind control to be able to stop her, or has he? So yeah, this ends up being a really fun movie. It's definitely low budget, and it shows, and the script definitely creaks at times, but I really like the idea in this, and it does play out quite well. And Lacey, I would say, is quite special in this. She's a long-time actress, came from the stage. She did have an early starring role in Alfred Hitchcock's The Lady Vanishes. She's also been in Powell and Pressburger's I Know Where I'm Going, but this also is a late career role for her. But yeah, she's very sinister in this and really quite effective. Boris Karloff doesn't actually get to do too much in this movie other than kind of groan and hope that he can sort of take control over his wife, but yeah, he's kind of in a weakened position. So yeah, he looks quite weak in the film, and he sits around quite a lot, but nonetheless it is great to see the great Boris Karloff. But yeah, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Now, the cinematography on this as well is by Stanley Long, and he's best known for doing all of those kind of saucy, sexy movies from the 70s, The Adventures of a Taxi Driver, Adventures of a Plumber's Mate, Adventures of a Private Eye. You can get all of those movies on an indicator set via Blu-ray. This really is just quite a fun movie to see a late career performance from Boris Karloff. Like I say, it is low budget, it is creaky, it is ridiculous, but it's good. So yeah, The Sorcerers from 1967. Have you seen it? Let me know your comments. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you again soon. All the best. Bye-bye.